Animal abuse today. And I got my bottle of water in case I start coughing. We got Justin with the American flags we're going to be setting up. Got Clint. We got the crew here. And we're going to go start setting up alongside the road here really quick. I'm going to just set you down here for just a second. Go grab something I need out of the truck. And I'll be right back.
Let's put them over there with y'all. Put them on this side. Jason, let me ask you something.
Yes, sir. You're live, by the way, to YouTube. Got 50 people watching already. Unless you want to be not live to YouTube.
Let's go not live for just a minute.
Okay.
Let me ask you something. We're
All right.
on the record.
Let me go set this over here. Okay. Oh boy. All right, I'll set this up against the tree.
Hey, listen. Everybody go all the way to the end.
Okay, here you can see all the law enforcement. They're getting set up. It is amazing how much law enforcement they need for a little tiny horse event.
I want the big sign to be the first thing they see.
All right, hold on 1 minute.
They don't like me there, but they keep their food. Just showing those horses breathing hard and all that stuff.
All right, I do apologize about that, y'all. Organizer wanted to talk to me about something real quick, off camera. So there's our law enforcement, making sure everybody stays safe today. This is the sign that I've got. The state of Tennessee does not need this. Here's what soaring does to horses. Boycott. Alrighty, we got Dawn today.
Hi guys.
And we have Wendy. We've got not enough people. We need more people out here. Alrighty, 135 people. We're protesting big lick animal soaring today. If they have police, they should know it's a problem. Of course they know it's a problem. I'm gonna just camp out down here. And yeah, so our YouTube is youtube.com/horsehumane, or just Horse Plus Humane Society on YouTube. And you can join the 150 people who are watching on here.
Finally, I have 240. I have more than Jason.
Well, that's because I had to set mine down and talk to Clint for like 5 minutes. So I was not talking to people.
Your protest sign.
Yep.
So thank you all. It's really hard to have more viewers than YouTube live.
So I like to be all the way down here, stop sign, because I think stop should mean stop animal abuse. And plus, thank you so much for your donation, Erica. Plus, I like to see the big trucks when they're coming. Jason for president. I actually was president of Horse Plus for a while. Tawny became president because she's smarter than me. So that's all good. Just waiting for the big rigs with the horses to be in here. Oops. Sewing is illegal, but they get away with it all the time. So I will talk to y'all on camera here. If anybody has some questions about anything, almost, I'll be happy to talk to you. Oh, this is my shirt. It's backwards, but boycott animal cruelty. So this is what protesting usually is. You sit out on the side of the road and wait for something to happen. Does your protesting help? I think it does, and the reason I think it does is because the individuals that we protest, they're angry, and there's a lot of law enforcement, and laws have changed because of what we're doing. This many law enforcement officers for a horse show is laughable. And there's another one driving by. It cracks me up how many law enforcement. So there's, oh, okay, here we go. So this is a trailer that has a Tennessee Walker in it coming to the horse show. We don't know this particular horse has been abused, but it's fun to do the chant for them, even though they probably can't hear us. Big lick, big lie, big lick, big lie, big lick, big lie. All right, yes, people get mad at us for protesting. They get mad all the time. All right. So that's the first trailer since we've been here. They have their windows up, their music going, their air conditioning. I don't know if they can hear us or not. Sometimes they roll their windows down and wave, but usually only hold up one finger. It's just kind of the way that goes. Yep, big lick, big lie. Yeah, who cares now? It doesn't matter. So what if they're mad? They need to be banned, of course. So yeah, if anybody got some good questions, go ahead and give me some ideas what to talk about. Last night it was pouring rain. Let's see, how often do you find big lick horses at auctions? We find ex-big lick horses at auctions all the time. Does the show ask, is there anything that people in other countries can do to help? Basically, what people in other countries can do to help is just spread the word so that more people find out about it. Here we go. There's our protest line. Alrighty. Am I feeling better? Yeah, pretty much. Still some coughing every once in a while. Somebody asked a question. What did they do to these horses that is cruelty? All right, Kim. Basically, if you want to find out about it, Heartland Season 7, oh boy, someone help me out. Was it episode 12, I think? I think it was Season 7, episode 12. They did an episode on the Big Lick on Heartland, and that's why it was, that'll show you, but basically they have to wrap caustic chemicals into the horse's front legs and put a chain around it to get that big lick. So if they don't do that abuse, the horse doesn't flinch in a way that shows off that artificial gait. I just got here. Did you miss much? No, unfortunately not very much. But we've been going for a while. Didn't you get a big lick horse 2 auctions ago? I'm not sure. Yep, episode 12. Good, thank you. Does the show ask the police to be there, or do the police decide to do it? I think they do ask the police to be here, and I do know that the police have done their bidding for a while, but the police also have to obey the law. And after some successful lawsuits were filed, I understand they spent over $350,000 defending it unsuccessfully. They realized they can't tell us to, or they can't break our constitutional right to be out here protesting. Alrighty. Yes, okay, y'all talking about the chemical composition of lye. So I actually watched that episode of Heartland this morning. I was like, well, I didn't know they did it. I haven't watched a lot of Heartland. but it is good, and they did pretty accurate on it. Typically the burn is more on the back of the front leg, not the front, but they did a pretty good job of just going over the basics. Why can't the ASP say it then for stop the cruelty to animals? Our only official position on that is there are national animal welfare organizations that have told us do not get involved in protesting the Big Lick because it's controversial and it will help donors. Oh, this is our Murray County Sheriff, one of them. Driving by to make sure we're safe. But that's not one of the two that were parked up there. That was the third one that's here. Da-da-da. Let me go talk to Tawny here for a second. You know what's interesting?
I got somebody that says they're in Columbia.
They're coming over?
They said they didn't know where we were, so I just explained it. So hopefully they come.
Cool. So one trailer so far.
There was another one before we.
Well, right,
set
but
up,
usually there's 3 to 5, 10.
It's still a little bit early. They like to bring the horses in right before the show starts because they do things to them that they don't want to do, and perchance being caught.
So of course the acting isn't good in Heartland. It's a horse movie. I mean, don't we all kind of know the cliche horse movie where you have to be a bad actor to make it work? But anyway, they really should have Tawny direct a horse movie and see how well it goes. But so Heartland isn't just on Netflix. It's I watched it on Hulu. I don't actually support Netflix. Just my personal thoughts on Netflix is they don't have a lot that's worth supporting. Let me scroll back through some comments here. Do you have anyone inside the show getting pictures, videos, so we know what's going on? So the show doesn't start until 6. Right now we're protesting as they're bringing horses in. We were live last night. We might be live a little bit this evening. I know I can't be here super late tonight. I am planning on getting some, oh, my sign. My sign, it fell on the ground. I have to keep my sign up. I have to get some more actual high quality slow motion footage with the camera tonight. So, our halter shows abusive like the ones where I make Arabians run around in. I'm not too familiar with other horse shows as far as what's abusive. I know anytime there's money involved, or, you know, fame and fortune, so to speak, then people will do whatever it takes to win. And that's just basic human nature. Tawny does Facebook, I do YouTube Lives. So this YouTube Live thing is a brand new thing as of last Tuesday. We thought we'd just give it a try. And enough of you showed up and interacted enough where obviously this is a great place to interact with people who care about the work we do. So yes, it seems like I'm on YouTube more and Tawny's on Facebook more. Yeah, the bigger the platform and you know, influence. I'm old enough, I really despise the term influencer, like, oh, this is a celebrity influencer. But then I realized it's just people who can reach other people. So if you know influencers, if you are an influencer, you know, spread the word about this horse abuse. Do you know if Big Lick is legal in Canada? I don't believe Big Lick is legal anywhere else in the world. How far is this show from North Carolina, Tennessee border? 6 hours maybe? Big Lick sounds like old money. Pretty much. There was one thing Tawny and I were talking about on the way back last night is it seems like there was little kids, like, you know, the under 13 crowd, and then old people. It didn't seem like there was a lot of 20s, early 30s. And where our theory is, it's grandparents who have done this their whole lives, getting their grandkids into it because their kids are too busy. That's our thought. Oh, another trailer. Lick, big lie, big lick, big lie, big lick, big lie. And a lot of times the owners or the trainers will be right behind the trailer. What's that? Yes, sir. Yeah. Sarcastic. Alrighty. More people. And these are all people supporting. I know it's hard to see inside the vehicles. These are all people that are coming here to support the Big Lick. So here's another truck and trailer coming. One thing you'll notice is almost all of the top people drive extremely nice vehicles. Big lie, big lick, 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 big lie. So here's this horse in here. They're already tacked up and ready to go. That one is from Bowling Green, Kentucky, Brooks Stables. You can let them know you saw him going to a Big Lick show. Oh, that guy flipped us off. Yeah, typical. I don't know what they think that accomplishes, but it's kind of sad that they stoop to that. All right, so we've had more protesters show up. The line is getting bigger. Walk on over here, show you all the line. 10 people so far. It's really good. I'm gonna just spin you all around, let you see the action around here instead of me. Yes, it's the same place as yesterday. Rich people's designer animals, basically. They are miserable and angry, Elise. I got video of a, I don't know, 11 to 12-year-old girl last night, and I hate picking on kids, but when you put yourself in a show ring and the show has 5 cameras running all the time, you know you're getting videoed. And she was the most angry-looking girl I've ever seen around a horse. Like, usually horses make people happy. This girl was so sad and so miserable. She was holding her little whip in her hand, and I got video of all this. And every time the horse would misbehave, she'd smack it in the face. And she was constantly whacking her own arm, trying to get a nervous attention from the horse. It was pathetic. Now here's an expensive rig coming. Not the Jeep in the little trailer, it's the one way down there. So this is the first time protesting. This is the 8th time protesting. 8 years, every year we've been out here protesting. So look at this rig. The truck itself is about $75,000, trailer's probably $150,000. So, you know, $250,000 sitting right there. And that's nothing for them. Lick, big lie, big lick, big lie, big lick, big lie. All right, this person rolled their window down. Big lick, big lie, big lick, big lie, big lick, big lie. Okay, I don't know if y'all saw that, and I'm trying very hard not to laugh at them, but that individual had lost their fingers from their middle digit, like from the middle of their fingers on, so they had really short digits, and they were trying to flip the bird, but it was like an inch long. And then other people will come in the other way, so they don't have to see us. Anyway, the sad soul. To feel like you need to roll your window down and flip somebody off just for standing on the side of the road holding a sign shows what kind of person you are. Yep, another trailer. Going in, 2 trailers going in the other way. Any videos? Yeah, we have videos. Absolutely. George, I suspect is roping accident probably. Another big truck and trailer. Look at this trailer. I think they're a protester.
Sorry about that.
Nice trailer for nothing. Nice trailer for nothing, but supporting animal abuse and hauling horses to abuse, I tell you. So that lady is not being very quiet down there. She's a very vocal protester. We need vocal protesters. I can't yell right now.
Okay. She lives in Columbia. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna have Jason take you all down there. I'll stand here. Lady lives in Columbia, and she's very upset that this is happening in her county. So many people are coming in that don't even live here, and she's being very vocal about it, being a voice for the horses.
Ma'am, would you like to talk to 350 people on YouTube? All right. Let me pop this down just a little bit here. Alrighty. Go for it.
I just would like to stand up for Murray County. Murray County is maybe not represented very well here. I'm from Murray County. I'm from Columbia, and unfortunately, the walking horse people threaten us so bad. I've had my life threatened. I've had my animals threatened. I've had my grandchildren threatened if I show up on this line. And that's the kind of people we're dealing with. The kind of people that will go around abusing animals and then showing it off like it's some grand thing. Those are the kind of people to be afraid of. And I'm not afraid of them. I want them gone. I want them out of Murray County. These were people from California, Mississippi, Kentucky, Georgia, Florida. They're not from here. Go home! Go home! And I just would like for, at some point in our lives, for this to be over with. It's ridiculous. Go home! Get out of here! Are you a walking horse person? Are you a walking horse person?
No, I'm going to pick up my daughter from band camp.
Well,
y'all don't need to be yelling at people.
I will be yelling
These
at
horses are treated better than y'all treat people.
Yeah, that's right. Come and let's do your feet. Come here, let me do your feet.
So this person is saying that.
So that's the kind of people here that don't even understand what's going on.
They believe the big lie.
Yeah, they believe in the big
Yep.
lie.
Yeah.
And it's just tragic.
He didn't need to drive through here to go to pick up his kid from band camp.
He was just trying to get things going.
Yeah, here's another big truck.
Get out of here! Go home! Go home! Go home! We don't want you
Webb
here.
Stables,
Get out of here.
WEBB.
Get out of here! Go home! Go home!
People say you're wonderful. They want to hear more from you.
Well, I'm kind of out. My voice is leaving me.
Yeah, drink water. Drink lots of water.
Come out here and join us from wherever you are. Come and join us and put an end to this here in Murray County. Put an end in it to Tennessee. it breaks my heart that Tennessee walking horses. It just breaks my heart. Walking horses started off being the most beautiful plantation horse with a beautiful gait, smooth, and just as gentle a glide with no abuse. And for people to have turned it into this is just criminal.
Well, Jennifer from Sweden sends you hugs.
Thank you. That's lovely. I appreciate that very much.
Yeah. More people coming in supporting the big lick. Another truck and trailer. So one sad looking horse in there. Here's probably the owners. So how many people on Facebook are watching live? All right, 383. Is that? Yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay, I need to do that.
Yeah.
Because they need to see a sign when they come in.
Nick? Wow. And the people keep coming in, but what's interesting is 15, 20 years ago, these stands would have been packed. And if you notice now, when we go in there a little bit, there's not going to be that many people in the stands.
It's basically a small group of people that get together and do to these horses, and it's just horrific. Let's see. I'm trying to add some people, and
Trying to add them to your live feed?
yeah,
Huh.
they're joining. I haven't had too much success. It happened once before.
That would be interesting to have a rescued horse out here with us. That would definitely get some attention. Or maybe we need to bring out a horse statue with big lick shoes on it, and fake blood dripping off of it. Goals is a horse statue out here.
Yeah, Jason says we need a horse statue. If there's any horse statue creators out there, one that's not too heavy, that we can build.
Yeah, portable.
With stacks on and chains.
Yep.
And
Show what it's all about.
big legs, big life.
People think the expensive trailer means horses are living the good life. No, expensive trailer means that people have a lot of money to afford really good lawyers. Use the statue, I don't think that'd go over well. I hope it wouldn't go over well. I hope it would bring attention to the plight these horses are going through. Can you guys make a YouTube video with the Big Lick Rescue that we can share? Yes, we have several of them. There's several of them on our channel. So the reason I say a statue is because I wouldn't put a real horse in stacks to show out here. And so I would want to do it almost over the top, but still accurate. Almost 400 here. Big plastic horse, yep. What's that? Ah.
Well, just very briefly.
He doesn't have to talk to.
We appreciate everybody around the world backing Horse Plus and the Citizens Campaign, watching this. We're winning this thing if you stay the course and help us. This is the 8th year out here. 8 years Used to be cars lined up all the way down the road. I've been here, I've seen it. There ain't no car, excuse my language, lined up today. Thanks to you guys, thanks to these people out here wearing the blue shirts. Outstanding day, outstanding advocacy. Thank you so much. Anybody got any questions?
Yeah, if we got any questions, that would be nice. If you want to send in questions, see if we got any.
People are saying thank you for your service. The protests are making the... Somebody asked, who is this guy? You want to explain, Clint, or you want me to?
Well, just very briefly, in 2015, we decided we were going to make this fight in Columbia, Tennessee. They have a daily newspaper here. This is about the 6th largest city in the state, counting Spring Hill, where the GM plant is. And we felt like this was where we'd get a fair shake. We came here in 2015. Tawny and Jason's kids were here. Some of them were little bitty, 10 or 12 years old. They're not 10 or 12 years old anymore. And we've made this the battleground. We've had a sign taken down from the City Hall wall. We've got the community where they boycott this horse show. We run full-page ads. We've done everything humanly possible to appeal to the people here, and they've responded. They're boycotting. They're not going to this. They don't even sell tickets anymore. That's not to say it's dead. It's not dead. It still exists. But if we stay the course and we persist, this will bring it to an end. It may not be as pretty as we want it with the law. Well, they got a filibuster in the Senate. We got a law passed, 333 to 96 in the House. It was decisive. It was America's verdict. It said everything you need to say. We had Tennessee Republicans voting for it, Mississippi Republicans voting for it, bipartisan. We are bipartisan. Doesn't help to get into political war. So keep the faith, support Horse Plus Humane Society and the great work that Connie and Jason are doing here in Tennessee, and we appreciate your
Once
backing.
this trailer comes by, we want people to know how they can find and follow you. Big light, big light, big light, big light. Where can people follow the work you've been doing since 2015, trying to
Just go to Billy Go Boy Facebook page. Billy,
all one word.
well, you can do it all one word. Billy Go Boy. Billy Go Boy Facebook page. We've got about 17,000 followers thanks to Horse Plus. We've done a great job. There's also information about Jen's Ice Glimmer. He's got his own Facebook page. But we're Billy Go Boy. That's a blog. That's journalism. That's why we can go in there and shoot these videos of these horses. I had to file a lawsuit against the sheriff who told me to turn off the video cameras. Tony was there that day, and we fought for 3 years, and they spent a lot of money, and now we can go in and we video. And we'll continue videoing until this is over.
We're seeing change. It's just, we would love to see no more stacks, no more chains. And if everyone comes together, that can happen.
Yeah, we're getting there. We really are. They're still doing it, but it's stubbornness on their part. This has no place to go. More and more people realize it. They're not a happy group in there, trust me. We were in there last night, and we'll be in there again tonight.
You know, one thing I've noticed, Clint, is usually young ladies and horses, they're happy together. When a young lady's on a horse, she's often as happy as she can be. The ones riding those horses aren't happy, or the ones showing those horses. It's just, there's just a level of sadness and anger in their faces when they're dealing with these horses.
Well, I see it more in the horses than sometimes
Sure.
young riders, but it's there, what you say. And it's not what they love of equestrians, pursuits. It's not there.
Yep.
You're right. But thank y'all for having me on. Let's continue the effort and let's just persist. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you. Oh, look at this rig, y'all. Leatherwood Farm. You can also go let Leatherwood Farm know you saw their truck and trailer pulling into an abusive horse show. So I'm going to give y'all, I'm going to walk across it with Clint, and I'm going to show y'all our protest line. So it doesn't look like a lot of people, and it's not. We would love to have 150 people out here. But every one of these people is a voice, and they do get noticed. No, not all walkers are sored. Of course not. Every walker in pads and chains doing the big lick is sored. That is a fact. They've never been able to disprove by showing how to train it without the soaring.
Jason's doing live.
Yep, I'm live on YouTube. I'm 364 people watching away. Which for a non-action, no horses, you know, every once in a while a horse trailer comes through, I am so proud that y'all are hanging in here with us. Yes, I do. Megan, go for your question.
Big lick, big lick, big lick, big lick.
Another big truck. Nope, another 3 truck and trailers. Look at the size of that one.
Big lick, big lick, big lick, big lick, big lick, big lick. Sorry, babies. Big lick, big lick, big lick.
So what's interesting, a few years ago, one of these trucks and trailers, while they were pulling in, swerved towards a protester. Oh, was it not? Okay, a truck was pulling in here, and it turned towards a protester and gunned their engine like they were going to hit her. And anyway, with the ensuing lawsuit, that protester got like $30,000 because it was an attempted assault. And so now the guys driving in here know they have to drive very carefully and not cut their trailers close to protesters or anything. Please don't say all our horses are abused. That's not fair. Okay, Georgia, I have a question for you. Is there any horse wearing the big padded stacks that's not abused? Oh, Georgia, we're not talking about other breeds. We're here at a Tennessee Walking Horse show, and this is where horses are abused and brought here to show off in the big lick. That is the only reason we're here. We're not here protesting the, I'm trying to keep up. Okay, oops.
So maybe turn it around, and I'll try to talk about this real quick on my sign. Can you hold mine too?
Which way are you pointed?
All right, so a lot of people don't know what big lick is, and if you go to a horse show, you'll see a really artificial gate. And big lick, big lick. And in order to achieve that artificial gait, they have to put chemical burns on their pasterns, and the hair will literally slough off from the chemical burns. They have to wear stacks, and they also put chains on the pasterns where their sensitive skin is, and their skin becomes a raw, ooey gooey mess of chemical burns. And I've rescued horses just like these, and this happens to this day. And these horses that are being shown here tonight, the only way to achieve that artificial gait is by doing this to a horse. Maybe not to this extreme measure, because when they get scarred to this point, they can't show them anymore, and then they get dumped at auctions, and that's when I get them. It's a fine balance for them of being a scientist of toxic chemicals where they're not going to actually burn through the horse's skin, but they're going to burn it and make it sensitive. So when they put that chain on there, when the horse steps up, that chain hits and it flinches just like if you touched a wood stove. It's horrific, it's horrible, and it's got to stop. And I just want to thank you so much for being a part of this protest here today by watching and supporting.
Alrighty, that was Tawny's little talk about, you know, the actual factual realities of soaring horses. Justin can grab waters for us. Oh, you can take this down the line. All right, so I'm holding the Facebook one too. It's Jason here. So I've got you both. Waiting for more trailers to come in. All right, I'll try to repeat the names as much as I can of the stables. One of them was Webb Stables, W-E-B-B. Facebook chat, make sure it's on. Yeah, there's lots of people chatting on Facebook.
I got propped up there.
Well, I have no option. Can Tawny film us on the YouTube? I don't know what you mean, Chris, sorry. And here comes another big trailer. Almost guarantee you this one has an abused walking horse in it. And in fact, right on the side of their trailer, I don't know if you can see that, they have a horse doing the big lick at the celebration. Derrickson Training Facility, it says. And another truck and trailer's coming down. Looks like semi-truck is coming.
Big one.
So here's the first truck and it's the pickup truck and a big long, it's like a 30-foot trailer. But the next one is a semi-truck. And the semi-truck is having to wait to get in here. And we basically have a traffic jam going on. People waiting to leave. Semi-truck trying to come in, but then the car pulls up. I will try to get you the name off the side of the semi-truck. They're full of abused horses. Of course they're full of abused horses. Okay, so Callaway, C-A-L-L-A-W-A, USDOT 1074086 from Shelbyville, Tennessee. You can see the horses in there. Poor horses. No, it's Callaway Stables though. Clint says it's interesting they don't put their name on the back of the trailer anymore. They'll spend their $300,000 or $400,000 on a truck and trailer and don't even put their name on it. They're embarrassed. So here's probably the cheapest rig coming in here tonight. And what do you bet? It's a flat shod horse. Yeah. Oh, that's a big lick farrier. Yep. So that was the big lick farrier setup. He's got to make sure none of the pads fall off tonight. Callaway is an awesome trainer and amazing farm. Then why is he bringing abused horses to a horse show?
Or participating where there's abuse. Like if he's a flat shod trainer, why are you here supporting and showing with abused horses? Why aren't you being their
Just keep supporting and report to the congressmen to help end Big Licky.
Doesn't the USDA inspect these before the show? Yes, at most of the shows, but the USDA is also limited in their funding, so they can't have a vet at every show. And what also happens is when they abuse them, they do everything they can to hide their abuse. And it was Nightline, right, that did that show. Nightline did a TV investigation into McConnell, and a long time ago, and it showed how they abuse the horse. After they've abused the horse, they abuse the horse not to react when the abuse is found out. So it's so full of abuse. Are there any vets on duty at the show? I believe by law they have to have a vet, but when you're the vet on their payroll, of course you're going to pass everything. They can hear you fine.
Well, can they see me?
Yeah.
Okay. I rescued a sored big lick horse with open wounds and stacks at an auction. I drove him straight to this veterinarian to have a veterinarian report of what the horse's present condition was, of having wounds, open wounds, and crusty injuries on its pasterns. And the vet basically said, I have clients here big lick. I don't want anything to do with this.
Refuse to see the horse.
And I said, don't even look at the horse. And finally he's like, well, I'll look at the horse. And I'm like, I want a report of what, and it's like, well, if I write a report, you can't use my name. But I'll look at him, and then I want him gone. Because there's reputations are a big thing, and if one vet speaks out against it, and everyone knows each other, they can lose their clientele.
Or get fraudulently reported to the Board of Veterinary Medicine and get their license pulled.
So it's a rough situation when it's clear that it's abuse. It's clear that it's abuse to achieve this artificial look. But there are silent people that could come out and speak up against it and put an end to it. And that's what we need today.
Anything and everything. What is your veterinarian's name? I'm just really curious, because if your veterinarian shows padded horses and they're not abused, I would love to interview them on camera and prove every single one of these protesters wrong, that they have to abuse the horses to do that look. So your veterinarian, just, doctor, whatever their last name is, if you can let us know. Otherwise, I will ban you for lying on our page that your vet is such a wonderful person and shows abused horses. So please put up your veterinarian's name. Dr. Baum from what state? From Tennessee here? I'm just curious. Have not gotten close to the horses here yet.
What?
Talking to Justin. I need his phone. I need his phone. The protest is in Columbia, Tennessee. That's the Murray County Park. I need your phone. Google.
You want me to moderate YouTube?
That's okay.
This is probably a flat shot.
All right, so this person claims their veterinarian is Dr. Baum, and is a veterinarian out of Shelbyville, Tennessee, which is the home of the celebration. So Dr. Baum
Can I see your
is
sign?
entirely wrapped up in the big lick industry. If for real, this anything everything person is a real person and he actually is their vet, of course that vet is going to say putting chemicals on the leg is an abuse, putting chains on the leg is an abuse, putting pads on the chain is an abuse. But every other vet in the country knows it's not abuse. I already did Google them.
Ladies on the end, maintain your interval. Sorry, just keep going.
There's someone in there. What's that?
No, they're saying there. So anything and everything. When you put a pad on a horse, does it automatically walk? Yeah, they're there. It's a Baum veterinarian in Shelbyville. And anything, everything. When you put the pads and the chains on a horse, how is that not abusive? Would you be comfortable running with those chains around your legs? So the other thing that's not natural is the pads aren't just extensions, they're heavy. You go to pick one up, they are heavy. And when you see the slow motion footage that I got last night and I'm gonna be getting this evening, you're gonna be sick at what it does to their legs. All right, so for anybody that's just joining us, we're protesting big lick animal abuse in Columbia, Tennessee at the Murray County Fairgrounds. Yeah, they're like 8 to 10 pounds a piece, and you don't need that kind of weight on a horse's hoof. It's just bad for it. So my son Justin's actually getting interviewed over there. I just got done.
Just not many coming, Doc.
Is there someone in there upset about it?
No, they're trying to claim that it's not abuse.
Ah.
Anything, everything is a spy. Well, maybe if they open their eyes, they'll see what abuse actually, that it is abusive. But if they do anything out of line and I miss it, someone just let me know. Well, look at that. Dr. Jim Baum, DVM, won the Big Lick Horse Show here in Columbia 5 years ago. And so yeah, of course that vet's gonna say it's not abusive because he's putting stallions in it. Why doesn't PETA get involved? I have no idea why PETA doesn't get involved. That'd be amazing to have 500 PETA people out here. Well, not a lot of trucks and trailers.
Hang I could is stop the
Oh, grab the sign for me, Justin. Justin, grab the sign for me. It should not be legal anywhere. I totally agree. How many people are protesting? We had 10. Chris. Oh, we're almost done protesting.
Are we gonna go inside for them?
Yeah, we're gonna go inside here in a bit, I do believe.
There's a lot.
But what I love seeing, yeah, there's a
okay,
lot
hold
on.
There's a lot less than the first year. The first year I came out here was like 8 years ago, and there was just constantly trucks and trailers and cars coming through here. But now there's about once every minute or so.
Yeah, there's only been like what, 15 trucks so far.
Yeah.
It is a dying sport, thankfully. But cars just go cruising on by, and that's what we want, because we don't want people supporting this abuse. No, they don't keep their horses at the showground overnight. They bring them in right before the show. The show starts, and what time is it? It's like 5:30.
It's 5:30.
So the show starts at 6 o'clock, and as soon as their class is done, they load them up and leave. They want nothing to be done with keeping them here overnight.
Trailer coming in.
So yeah, there's a
It
trailer
says
coming in the
Margaret is
backside.
a star, so if you want to turn the camera this way. Oh, there's a Corvette coming in.
Yeah, they were here last night.
So somebody just drove in and she held this out and she's like, here, I can't stay. But she gave a $25 donation. She was watching our Facebook Live and she would love to be here, but she wasn't able to. So she wanted to give her support. So.
Oh, that's so wonderful. Did somebody seriously, did I miss it in the comments that said football is worse than Big Lick? Somebody commented back on it. Yes,
Sport is all about money. It's not about horses.
Well, that's Facebook. This is YouTube. So, if somebody said that Big Lick is like football or football is more violent, football is between two adults, or actually multiple adults. Here's another big truck and trailer out there doing what they want to do to each other. This is an innocent animal. Okay. Yeah, hide your face! Hide your faces! Bockham Stables. That was Bockham Stables. How interesting, the young grooms in the back of the truck were so embarrassed they were hiding their faces between their hats. Yeah, interesting. So that was Bockham Stables. B-A-U-C-A-M, I think it was.
It's going
Yeah, I'm trying to get that for you, 101.
Thank you everyone for sending stars.
Stable's name on the trailer, yeah. Wouldn't it be great to send messages, polite messages, to the stable and say, hey, saw your trailer going in to the abuse.
Why do you have the camera off if you have nothing to hide?
All right,
Showcases
the difference between the natural gait and the Big Lick. Natural gait is how a horse naturally walks. When you take a horse, untrained, you just put it in a field, it walks around, it trots, it canters. That's its natural gait. The Big Lick is an artificial gait that is a pain-induced gait, and that comes from the highest sources in the veterinary community, but you can only achieve it using pain.
Yes, it's very windy out here. I'm sorry about the audio. I am so sorry about the audio. I'm still trying to figure it
If I
out.
did this to my dog, I'd be in jail. Yeah, if you put acid on your dog's feet, wrapped it in plastic, then put heavy balls on its feet and made it stomp around looking goofy, you would go to jail for animal abuse, as you should. Dale, it absolutely ruins a horse's hind end. Well, okay, so the Big Lick Show is legal. The abuse is not legal, but they haven't found a way to stop the abuse and still have their show because they can't. Bockham is a Big Lick barn. What a shock, right?
Well, thank you so much for the 500 stars, Lori. From Canada. Thank you. Another one from California.
Oh, he flipped us off too. These are people that go to church on Sunday. Next Sunday, they'll be in church, paying their money, thinking they're saved.
Flipped us off. It's kind of getting normal now. They're just so upset about it.
Way more this year than last year. Last year it was like 2 or 3 people. This year it's every other car.
Yeah, they're getting very upset. Because it's from family traditions coming down.
They're fake Christians. So I just have a personal philosophy. If you can abuse an animal, you're not a Christian, because Christ did not abuse animals. He created animals. He loved animals. He didn't abuse animals.
From England, welcome. Texas. Oregon, welcome, welcome.
Seems like there's less and less trailers every year too.
Oh, the flag's touching the ground. Someone needs to stop that. Don't break it. But...
Tell everyone what you're doing.
Yes, there's a flag that dropped on the ground, which is very disrespectful to the flag. So I'm just fixing it real quick. Should hold up now. New York, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the stars. Well, there's 3,198 so far. We can do more, but every star goes into helping horses around the world.
So I think the horse show starts at 6 o'clock our time. It's 5:30 out here now. About 5:40 probably. That figures either their age or their IQ. Well, most of them are very old, so I'm going to go with IQ. Are you planning on going to their show in Shelbyville? As far as I know, I'm planning on it. So their show in Shelbyville, we can't go into the show because it is on private grounds. This is the interesting thing about this particular show, is it's a county fairgrounds, and so they can't tell us we can't go there. Yeah, we're gonna stream everything live we can. Absolutely. 400 people, 426 people out here standing with us. There's less law enforcement this year too. Yeah, they just have the 2 and another one driving around. Yep, somebody else pulling in. Probably people starting to come that don't just want to watch now. What can we do? Share the word however you can, especially when we put out our professional videos about it. Definitely gonna. Definitely when we put out our professional videos about the Big Lick that we're doing this protesting we're doing this year, share those. All right, we got another semi-truck and baby semi-truck and trailer coming in.
Big Lick, Big Lie. Big Lick, Big Lie. Big Lick, Big
Gordon Ranch, 3G, Gordon Ranch. Gordon Ranch, 3G. Are you guys able to see inside the vehicles as I pan with them at all? So I always find it interesting to look at the kind of people who are coming to these shows. And usually they don't seem very happy. Good, you can see them. That's awesome. Most of them seem like they're kind of old and kind of sour. Is what we do dangerous? I wouldn't necessarily say there's a level of danger here. Having all the law enforcement here is actually helpful in that regard. Now understand too, not every person who's driving past this is necessarily going to this horse show. But I would say 90% plus of them are, because there is also it is another way to get to a school here, but it is the main horse show entrance. People have been asking, I mean, of course we want all the support we can get from people that have influence and voice, but people have been asking other people to stand up against this for years, and people are very hesitant to take a stand.
No.
North Carolina.
There's surrounding states, but it's very, it like started here. Big Lick, Big Lie. Big Lick, Big Lie. Big Lick, Big Lie.
Can you show the sign? Sure. Hey, Sean, get around over here. People want to see the signs. No, just showing signs. So anyway, that's kind of a representation of the signs we have out here.
Big leg, big lie. Big leg, big lie.
Now, the Big Lick isn't, as far as I know, legal anywhere else in the world or performed anywhere else in the world. So it's an American tragedy and it's a Tennessee tragedy. Your vehicle is so big compared. And our gas is so cheap. It only $4.60 a gallon. So, you know, yeah. Americans love their big cars.
Big leg, big lie.
Over $6 a gallon in Reno.
Big leg, big lie.
Thank you so much for your donation. That is awesome. Really appreciate it. $7 in California for gas. Ay, ay, ay. So the Big Lick horse shows happen in Tennessee and some surrounding states.
About 15 minutes.
They must be completely unaware how ridiculously goofy and stupid they could hop a horse, force to move. Yeah, they have to be. Hey, thank you so much, 101 ASA. So the numbers are dropping. I know North Carolina has a Big Lick show. I think Kentucky still does. Maybe Alabama. If we can get it stopped in Tennessee, though, it'll just die everywhere at once. Becca, not only Tennessee, it's well, here goes a fire truck. That's not because of us. I doubt they're turning in here, but you never know. Nope. Here's your local mail. Now, I'm not from this county. I want to say his name is Andy Ogle, though. Flat shot is what it's called. Still reading all y'all's comments as best I can. Who sponsors these shows? So we listed Dynamite was one that was on this list of sponsors last night. We're going to try to get a magazine that has all the sponsors listed, because wouldn't that be great to start contacting sponsors saying, hey, this is abuse, you need to not sponsor it anymore. So for those of you that are joining Heartland, the TV show about horses, they also did a show on Big Lick. It was season 7, episode 12. And it wasn't 100% accurate, but they did a pretty good job. Here comes another truck and trailer. Big Lick, big lie. You got padded horses? I don't think he was using a general audience appropriate language. Oh well, shows the mentality. All I did was ask him if he had a padded horse. He didn't seem happy, did he?
No, he said some bad choice words.
Oh, non-general audience appropriate words?
That is correct.
Okay.
Big wig, big lie. 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 He's facing.
So mature, right?
Big wig, big lie. Big wig, big lie. Big wig, big lie. Big wig, big lie.
Really do need to plan protests with big media there. I agree. So, do horses ever compete when they haven't been abused? Yes. So they do have flat shod categories, and those horses, as far as I know, aren't abused. I don't want to just come out and say they're not abused because who knows what happens, but yes. Need a megaphone. I do need a megaphone, but then I'd blast y'all out. I don't know. Add KEMT if it's because they can't deny the renting the fairgrounds. That'd be an interesting question, but I do know that the fairground show management is very involved with keeping people away from the horses. Like, the show management will kick you out if you try to go look at the horses in the trailer area. So the the fairground management is in cahoots with this 100%. Another truck and trailer. Another no marked trailer. They are embarrassed to put their name on their trailer. Yes, slashing. I'm not going to cause physical damage. Me going to jail over causing physical damage to people's property is not what it's about. So anytime I'll show you to stop it. Yes, just share the word. Keep watching the videos. Especially like I was saying earlier, when we put out our professionally produced video about this event, share that so the world can see what's really going on. Feathered, I think we're going to go in for a little bit here when it starts. Now we're going to be wearing our protest shirts, and that always gets so much fun. Because, well, quite frankly, they really don't like having protest shirts right on the ring, and there's nothing they can do about it. They can't keep us out of public space. So that's, well, they can if it's been rented. They can't keep us out of the show area because that's open to the public, but where the horses are seen by the vet and where they're prepped and things, that's not quote unquote public area. So it's a mess. Another truck and trailer truck coming in. Hey, staff get something lined up with the media for next big show. I think they could help this cause that's banned by the government. So here's the thing: is an out-of-state media is probably not going to spend the resources to send somebody here, and media in Tennessee is owned by people who participate in the Big Lick. I'm pretty sure the show starts at 6 o'clock our time. You know, Laura, hold on, who was that? Chelsea, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but, you know, we need somebody that's willing to do something to get some attention to local media. That's all I can say about that. So the gentleman that organizes the protest, Clint, he's going to be coming around pretty soon saying that, you know, we're done. And I'm probably going to go offline and then have my son Justin do YouTube Live in there, because again, I'm going to be doing some more professional video work of the horses in slow motion and high quality. The vet's on their payroll, the media is owned by them, local politicians are on their payroll. It is such an entrenched old boys club here that it's taken some time to chip away at it, but it is falling apart. And you know it's falling apart because they're not laughing at us, they're angry at us. When the cars drive by, they're not just laughing at us, oh, you're wasting your time. They're actually angry at us. So that means they know they're losing. Small audiences are encouraging these shows. Absolutely. Like, if people aren't coming, they used to charge admission. We used to have to pay like $5 a person to go in. Now it's, oh, we would like it if you would give us a donation. Nah, I donate to my own charity called Horse Plus. Thank you so much for your $20 donation. Yeah. So the thing too, I mean, yes, we want to let the sponsors know to stop sponsoring. They don't need the sponsors. This is a self-funded hobby. Most of these trucks and trailers coming in here, it's like $100 prize, and it's a $40 entrance fee. There's no way you can drive your horse here for maybe a $60 win. It is a self-funded hobby by rich people in Tennessee. I'm gonna need some water. Just waiting to see if any more trucks and trailers come in. Yeah, we should be. I think we're going to be stopping here pretty soon. Let me just pop the cap. Y'all are troopers, 350 of you hanging on. Even though it's not a terribly exciting live, it's what's going on right now. What time is it in my town? It's almost 6 o'clock. Just hanging out, hanging out with all of y'all. Waiting to see if any more horses are going to come in tonight while we're standing here. Yeah, we're definitely gonna get a show book or whatever we can. Oh, I got water. Y'all want to see how much water I drank since I've been here? Alright, here's my stash of water bottles. That's what I've been drinking while I've been here. So, my voice just isn't super strong right now.
Big lick, big line. Big lick, big line. Big lick, big line.
So they go down there, and there's 2 sheriff squads, or cars. Sheriff's just hanging out, telling them where to go. I don't understand the need for so much excessive law enforcement. Why do they have to have sheriffs standing down there when they could just have show staff, paid show staff, standing there telling people where to go? Why do the local county need to pay deputies to just stand at a horse show? It makes no sense, especially that many of them. And again, we're very respectful of law enforcement. Those deputies were ordered to stand there. Whether they want to be there or not, it's their job today. And I don't mind them being there because it keeps us safe. But yeah, no, you don't have law enforcement at your shows. Of course not. And when we go in, there's probably going to be 3 or 4 more sheriff cars inside. So the sheriff puts about 5 to 6 sheriff cars, and each car has 1 to 2 deputies in it, at a little horse show on a Friday afternoon. And they've done that every year.
Big lick, big line. Big lick,
More and more people coming in.
big line. Big lick, big line. Thank you. Shows your IQ. Big lick, big line.
A lot of traffic lining up to come in. These are probably friends and relatives of the people who are showing tonight, and they're going to come support their friends showing their horse. Sadly, they probably don't understand a lot of these people that they're actually abused.
Big lick, big line. Big lick, big line. Big lick, big line.
Did any of those people engage you at all?
Well, they did tell us we were number 1.
Oh, with the wrong finger?
Showing us their IQ. I think it's the second.
Okay.
Several. In fact, the last 2 puppies.
Okay. Huh. So they wait till they're past the camera.
Yes.
Oh, I'll have to come follow them down. How interesting. Thank you, Bruce. Good to have you on here. So those people said they were waving hi with all their fingers, but they only picked up one of them. Oh, they're singing the national anthem right now. Long, long ways away.
Big lick, big line. Big lick, big line.
Alright, we're ready.
We going in now? Okay, y'all. I'm gonna be gone. I'm gonna say bye to you guys for now. I'm gonna get my camera gear together. We're gonna go into the horse show,
Tell them we'll be live on Facebook.
and then I'm gonna have Justin go live on my phone
Facebook.
on YouTube, and Tony will go
I
live.
want to go on Facebook.
He's gonna do the Facebook.
Okay, somebody will be live on YouTube, and I'm gonna be getting commercial, professional video on the big camera. So.
You'll probably get me on YouTube. I don't do as good a job as Jason. The funny thing is, I would always do these live videos, and he's like, "Oh, I'm not very good at them." But he's been doing ever since the last auction. He's been doing lives, and he's knocking out of the park. So
My voice, eventually my voice wears out. So,
yeah.
anyway, alrighty, y'all. We'll see you soon. just keep an eye out for a YouTube live again.
Like, subscribe to our channel so YouTube will notify you when the live.
Press the
when we go
bell.
live.
Press the bell.
Press the bell.